Hello guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to do EXP 22 Excel chapter 4 mid-level 2 Riverwood Reality. Basically this is the fourth chapter of Excel section of Pearson course, and in this video I will be doing this assignment step by step, and you can get your assignments done by watching this complete video. But if you want me to do this assignment for you, or if you want me to do this complete course for you, including all the Word, Excel, PowerPoint or Access assignments, then you can contact me and you can hire me for your complete course. You can also hire me for your other courses like accounting, management, finance, information technology, computer sciences, all other writing assignments, mathematics or statistics. My WhatsApp number and email is showing at the bottom of the screen. Please contact me either through WhatsApp or email and hire me for your courses. So at start of the instruction, we are given with project description. There is nothing to solve in this project description, but I suggest you to read this project description well so that you can get an idea about the assignment. Then this will be easy for you to solve this assignment on your own. Then we have main part of the assignment, that is steps to perform to complete this project, or steps to perform to complete this assignment, and we have a total of 13 steps to get this assignment done. In this video I am not only going to solve these steps or questions for you, I am also going to make you learn Microsoft Excel as well. So if you want to do this assignment, or if you want to learn Excel, follow me step by step and watch this complete video. Now let's start with step number 1 of the assignment. And step number 1 of the assignment is saying start Excel. Download and open the file named EXP22 Excel Chapter 4 Assessment Homes. Grader has automatically added your last name to the beginning of file name. So this is the Excel workbook that we're going to use to solve this assignment. We will apply all the instructions, all the steps to this Excel workbook, and we're going to make this Excel workbook in the final form for the submission. So step number 1 of the assignment is just about downloading of this Excel workbook. There is nothing else to solve in step number 1 or question number 1. That's why we will move to step number 2 of the assignment, and that is saying freeze the pane so that the column labels do not scroll off screen. So now you can see that when we scroll the worksheet down, column labels go off screen. But we are supposed to make these column labels static so that when we scroll the worksheet down, these column labels should not go off screen. So for this, you can go to the View tab, and in Windows section, you can see option Freeze Panes. So click that one and click Freeze Top Row. So now you can see a horizontal line after row 1. That means we have frozen row 1. So when we scroll the worksheet down and up, these column label will not go off screen and column label will be static. So now you can see I am scrolling the worksheet down and up, and these column label are not going off screen, and that is all about step number 2. We were supposed to make the column label static. So that is all about step number 2. Now we are supposed to do next step, that is step number 3. Convert the data to a table and name the table sales. So now we are supposed to convert all of this data into a table. Then we are supposed to give a name to the table. So click anywhere into the data, click Insert tab and click Table. Click OK. So now you can see that we have converted all of the data into a table. Now we are supposed to give a name to this table, that should be sales. Okay. So for this, we will go to table design, and in table name remove this name and type the new name, that is sales. Okay, after typing the name, just press enter. So in step number 3, we were supposed to convert all of the data into a table. Then we were supposed to give a name to the table. So I have converted all of the data into a table, and I have given a name sales to this table. Okay, so now we gonna do next step of the assignment, that is step number 4. Step number 4 of the assignment is saying apply purple table style dark tan to the table. So now we are supposed to change the style of this table, and that should be purple table style dark tan. So click anywhere into the table, then click table design. Go to styles, and we are supposed to apply purple table style dark tan. This one. This is the purple table style dark tan. This is the table style that we are supposed to use. So we have converted the data into a table, then we have given a name to the table, then we have applied purple table style dark tan to this table. Okay, that is all about step number 4 of the assignment. Okay, now let me do next step, that is step number 5. Remove duplicate records from the table. Excel should find and remove a duplicate record. So instruction is saying that this table has 8 duplicate records and we are supposed to find those duplicate records and we are supposed to remove those duplicate records. So again go to table design and here you can see option for remove duplicates. So click that option and you should make sure that these all columns should be selected, because we are going to remove the duplicate records from whole of the table. So we will make sure that these all columns should be selected and click OK. So Excel is giving us a notification that 8 duplicate values found and removed. So instruction is already telling us that there are 8 duplicate records. So Excel found 8 duplicate records and removed that. Okay, so that is all about step number 5. So we have completed 5 steps of this assignment and now we are supposed to do next step of the assignment, that is step number 6. Step number 6 is saying add a new column in column I named days on market. Use unqualified structure references to calculate the days on market in column I. Set column width to 14 point. So basically in step number 6 we are supposed to add a new column to the table that should be days on market. Then we are supposed to calculate days on market and the formula will be sales date minus listing date. Okay, when we will subtract the listing date from the sale date, we will get the days on the market. So let me go to the workbook, click in I1 and type days on market. After typing this, just press enter and a column will be added to the table. So we have added the column. Now in I12 we are supposed to use the unqualified structure to calculate the days on the market. So days on market will be when we will subtract the listing date from the sales date, we will get the days on the market. So sales date is given in cell H2 minus listing date that is given in G2. So we are subtracting listing date from sales date, so we will get the days on market. So we got all the days on the market and that is all about step number 6. So now we are supposed to do next step of the assignment, that is step number 7. So step number 7 is saying apply a total row to the sales table, set the selling price and days on total row, days on market totals to average. So basically in step number 7 we are supposed to add a total row to the table, then we will select the average function for the selling price and days on market. Okay, so for adding the total row at the end of the table, simply go to table design and in table style options you can see total row. So check the box and total row will be appear at the end, so you can see total row. So now we are supposed to use the average function for the days on market. So click that one, click arrow and select average. So we got the average days on the market. Then we are supposed to use the average function for the selling price as well, and selling price is given here. Okay, and select the average function for this one. So we got the average selling price and average days on market. And that is all about step number 7, where we were supposed to add a total row, then we were supposed to use the average function for the days on the market and for the selling price. Okay, so let me do next step, that is step number 8. Apply the default top 10% conditional formatting to column F. So we will select column F data, F2 up to F82. F2 up to F82, we will select this data. Okay, and we are supposed to use the conditional formatting and the rule is top 10%. Okay, so let me go to the home tab, go to conditional formatting and here you can see top bottom rules and we are supposed to select top 10%. Okay, default, so click OK. So now you can see that we have applied the conditional formatting to column F for the top 10%. Okay, so that is all about step number 8. So now let me do next step, that is step number 9. Apply 3 traffic lights. Conditional formatting icon set to column I. Set the icon to display green for homes that sold within 45 days, yellow for 46 to 90, and red to homes that look more than 90 days to sell. So we are supposed to use the conditional formatting in column I. So let me select column I first. This one. Okay, go to conditional formatting and icon rule. We are supposed to use three traffic lights unnamed. This one. Okay, 3 traffic lights unnamed. So we are supposed to edit that rule. Go to conditional formatting, go to manage rule, and edit that rule. So we are supposed to use 3 traffic lights icon rule. Okay, then it is saying set the icon to display green for homes that sold within 45 days. Green when value is less than. So yellow for 46 to 90. Green is less than. And red to homes that more than. So we will use greater than here 90, and that should be red light. Okay, okay. Now for greater than or equal to 46, and that should be yellow. Okay, is it already selected? And for homes sold within 45 days, it should be green. So let me repeat it again. So it should be red for greater than 90. It will be yellow for less than or equal to 90. Okay, and green for this one. Okay, so click apply, click OK. So that is all about step number 9. So now we are supposed to do next step, that is step number 10. Filter the data to only display sales by selling agent. Okay, we are supposed to filter the agent, unselect this and only select this Hernandez. Okay, so it will only show these names. Okay, that is step number 10. Now we are supposed to do next step, that is step number 11. Sort the table in ascending order by city column. City column is here. Okay, sort this by ascending order. That's mean A to Z. This one. Okay. Now we are supposed to do step number 12. Set the range A1 up to I83 as print area. So we will select this range. You can simply type the range here. Okay, press enter to select the range. Go to page layout. Go to print area and click set the print area. Okay, so that is all about step number 12. So in this video I have solved this complete complete assignment. So if you want me to do this assignment for you, or if you want me to do this complete course for you, including all the Word, Excel, PowerPoint or Access assignments, then you can contact me and you can hire me for your complete course. My WhatsApp number and email is showing at the bottom of the screen. Please reach me out through WhatsApp or email and hire me for your courses, and I will get you best grade in your assignments and courses. Thank you so much.